What's good? It's Octopus. Today I'm going to show you how to make this tear out bass. It's very simple to make. This bass is from my new preset pack Crusader. Not out yet. Basically, we're going to start with this sound. So you want to open up your Serum, and the first thing you want to do is get the sub on -2. You don't want any oscillators because we're just using the noise to get the sound from and the sub. Basically, you want to use a snare sample. It doesn't even have to be a snare sample. In this case I've used a snare sample, but you can even use a gun sound or whatever you want to use. I've actually downloaded a whole Modern Warfare sound effect library, and I'm not going to put the link in the description for this because I don't know where I even got this from. But you've got all these different sounds of guns. You have SMG and like AK-47, I think. You've got all kinds of sounds, you know. You've got like bullets for all kinds of different weapons and NPCs. Really, really good sounds for making tear out. But this snare comes from my drum kit. So if I search it up now, Snare 9, and we go to EDM, it's in my Hell drum kit. So if you want to get the Hell drum kit, definitely go and get it. That's what the snare sounds like. You can get this snare from the description, but I definitely recommend you to get the Hell drum kit. So just drag over the Snare 9 over to here. Activate the noise first of all and just drag it over here. Then you want to activate this, put the pitch on 50%, level is 63%, then BN12. So you want to go and put this on 690, and then LFO1 also is going to go on the cutoff, and that is 17, and it's going both ways. If your LFO is only going one way, then you want to go, if you're on Windows, Shift Alt left click here when you drag your LFO1, and it's going to go both ways. You're going to split it to go both ways or one way or whatever, but you want it to look like that. Reso 15%, drive is 16, -2 on the sub, and the level is 20%. LFO1 onto the level all the way up to 96. LFO1 needs to look like this. ENV 1/4, and then in the effects you want distortion tube. That's what I use. I use this distortion for like every tear out sound. I always used diode 1 for some reason, but I just use tube. I think everyone's using tube for making tear out basses, and you want to just crank the drive to 94, and then there's a delay link 23.7, 9256, and then 1.7, ping pong 60%, multiband compressor. So the attack and the release are the same. I didn't change anything here. 103, 119, 100. Then reverb, it's got a decay 2.8, size 12, mix 20. And I did a little boost on this low end here, and I don't really know why. It wasn't really needed that much, but when you do a boost, and then I did a low cut basically later in Ableton on this sound, but I did this boost in the Serum, and it still gives it more energy. When you do a low cut now, if I was to do a low cut now, all that energy will kind of go a little bit to the mids. So it does make a little bit of a difference. So that's what you want to do, a little low boost. And then the frequency is 65 Hz and 60% here. And then another filter, HN12. Cutoff is 54 Hz. LFO1 on the cutoff, it's 74. Res 0. LFO1 18. You know what I'm saying. And there is an effect just on the mix, so you can turn it on and off. So at the moment it's all the way down, it's off, and then this macro turns it on. The last thing that we want to do is go to the matrix, LFO, select here, master tune, make this go one way, and then put this on 31%. And this is going to look like this, LFO2, ENV 1/4. And then post-processing on this bass, I've got an automated EQ to cut off the low end in the beginning, so that's where the low end is cut off. And then there's an OTT, that's what the settings look like. And then there's another EQ, and there's a low cut here. It's around 100. And as I was saying before, we did boost the low end in Serum using an EQ. And now we're cutting it out, but that energy still is a little bit higher up here. It gets increased here, so it is okay. So that's pretty much it for this bass. Then I also layered this little gun sound from the Modern Warfare sound effect library. I think it's called Modern Warfare, right? Yeah, Modern Warfare sound effects library. So this is what it sounds like. And I've cut out the low end. It's about here, and I boosted a little bit of the mids. A little bit. And then there is a sub. That's the sub. And that's pretty much it. And it has an amp. Without the amp, with the amp, it's a bit like it knocks, you know. The sub is just -2 on the sub. Everything else is off. There is a master tune here. It's pitch bending the sub. The effects, this is what LFO1 looks like. LFO2 is practically the same. And these are the settings. It's just tube, compressor, and EQ. And that's it, you know. That's the full sound. There's no, it's not that complicated. To get it's really powerful. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.